Oh, hello! I'm Jumbo Habarigani. How's everyone doing today? Hello, hello. What is up? It is gray and dark outside, so you may notice I've got a light source over here, as opposed to over there. JP, Simon, Fade, how are you guys doing? I struggled with what to do this morning because I was feeling both tired and antsy, which is just a fabulous combination. It's like, I'm antsy, I want to be productive, I want to do stuff, but then I'm like, ugh, I don't have the energy for that. Ugh, I don't have the energy for that. Ugh. You do know these things. Sup, fair maiden. Gentle, knight? Are you a knight? My lord? Who are you? RJ, how you doing? Mana, hello. How's everyone doing this morning? What did you guys get up to yesterday? I did stream maintenance stuff. I read some of the book for the Babby Book Club, which is meeting this Sunday, as a reminder to everybody. Also, reminder, and then I'll get back to what I just watched some 6 Feet Under, and I tried to figure out what I'm gonna play next and couldn't decide yet. What else? I think that's pretty much all I did. I was, again, pretty low energy. Oh, no, wait, yesterday was Wednesday. I went out for dinner with Fred. That was nice. So, reminder, Babby Book Club, it's coming up. We've got a Discord channel, so if you want to know more information about it, check it out. Oh, shit, that reminds me, I gotta change the pinned messages in there, because we changed the time of the next meeting to 10 p.m. Eastern, not 9, because a lot of us want to watch Game of Thrones. So we don't know what we're gonna do for next time we meet, but if you want to be involved in any of the scheduling, let us know that you want to take part so that we can have you give your input and whatnot. Anywho, also, this week's giveaway for MeUndies, today is the last day to enter. If you want to enter, and believe me, you do, follow the instructions on your screen in the chat. So yeah, I thought briefly about doing some GTA role-playing this morning, but I'm not feeling very creative, which some of you may be like, but you're gonna be crocheting and that's creative. It's more just following instructions. Like, I don't have to think very hard, especially with, amigurumi. The stitch that's used is, basically it's the first stitch that you learn, is the one that's used in most amigurumi. So I don't have to worry about the stitch, I just have to follow the instructions on, like, how many stitches to do, you know? So that's what I ended up doing, but I feel like kind of bad for not doing GTA roleplay, because the queue, I opened it up just to see, and I was 7th. That's so good. That is so beyond good. But I'm tired, and I just am feeling really not awake and not creative and low energy. And like, I just don't think I have the energy to stop feel bad. Gerlet says, stop feel bad. Here, have the little vodka in your tea. So I have some tea. Irish breakfast this morning. I'm waiting for it to cool down. I need to have some animation projects I can work on because they're at a point I don't have to think about it, just do it. I work on it when I want to be productive, but don't feel creative. That's a great thing to have projects like that. I have the Bulbasaur body and the little, like, wingling monster dude that we made, I still have to see if I can clean them more. But that's not, like, super interesting to watch. It would literally just be, like, rubbing them with alcohol and hoping that I don't ruin them. You also have tea, basic bitch Lipton. If I'm gonna go basic bitch, I'm gonna go anything Twinings. I don't think I've ever purchased Lipton in my life. I've had it. What am I looking for? Dis. Sup, I'm kinda here, yay work. Be a good work lurker. No worries, Uncle T, good to see you. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say. We've got the Babby Book Club coming up. We're gonna do Just Dance later in the stream today, which is always a good time. And giveaway for MeUndies. So I guess without further ado, let's start crocheting, shall we? And I spent time this morning. I initially was like, I don't want to crochet, blah, blah, but you know what? I couldn't come up with anything else. So, actually, I forgot. I know I forgot something. I have to adjust the camera so you can see better. Why are you still just, like, wibbling wobbling? Can you not? What's your deal? There. Okay, so that should be good. Is it good when I'm still holding it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, does anyone have any plans for the weekend? I don't know what my plans are. I have to finish the book for the Babby Book Club. I'm like about halfway through. It's really short. I don't know why I thought it was longer. I think it's because we were looking at reading Redwall next, and Redwall is much longer. Oh, it also would maybe help if I have the pattern open. Oops. Is this it? Working from today till next Thursday? Oh no! Both of you? Both of you are working all week? So my plans, today is my last streaming day of the week. Thursday is my last streaming day. So, so I have a doctor's appointment on Friday because my voice is still screwed up. From, like I got home from PAX and it was like this, and it's been like this for way too long now. Okay. Hang on just a sec, guys. I'm trying to make this so I can see it. Working till next Thursday after today, too. What? Okay, body. Found it. So for those of you wondering what the pattern is, what am I making, bliggity, 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 bliggity. There's that. And I believe I put the little fishy... Did I put the little fishy in here? I did. Dun, 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 dun. You're working Monday to Sunday. So, the whole week. The entire week. Add image. No fishy. I don't know why this is not here already. Or maybe it was. It is here. It just wasn't showing up. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Because we got it now. So for those of you curious about the pattern, I linked it in chat. Do a book club on Sunday with some lovely weirdos. At least our weekend plans. Very true. Yeah, my weekend plans are Friday. On my first day off, I have to get up early. So I can get to a doctor's appointment so they can tell me what the fuck is going on with my voice, because I'm really tired of not being able to sing or like sustain my voice whilst singing, which is a breath control issue. And then also book club and Game of Thrones. Other than that, no real plans. Alright, so for Daddy After Dark, do I sell Pensu? In fact, I do. By proxy. I know the command. You can use that link to get you some really fantastic Pensu. See, look how gorgeous. If you're not down with hot pink and llamas, there's other things for you. But you can use my link and go get yourself some underwears. I'm also doing a giveaway for MeUndies with because they are beautiful, lovely sponsors. They allow us to do giveaways. Don't think those Pensu would fit me well. Well, luckily, if you enter the giveaway, you can choose whatever size and style you would like. Oh, look, guys, the troll didn't take the hint. So, the place in the body where I am... So the instructions got a little weird. I did all of the body. You can see I'm closing it up here. If you're not down with hot pink llamas, could I offer plain black as an option? No. Need a bit more room in the front, just saying. I figured that was why. I mean, I didn't want to say you were packing, but... Packing butt. So yeah, I'm closing it up, and it said, put the piece in half, so I think it meant connect the two edges with single crochet. So that's what I'm just doing right now. So it's the very, very last instructions on the body. You're packing. GG, GG. I did get the joke. It's called being a streamer, and the way that I respond to people is my choice. Sometimes it's really fun to play stupid, because then people just go the fuck away. Yeah, why have plain black when you can have dragons, right? This is my whole point. There's nothing wrong with plain black, it's just boring. When you can have, like, dragons and mixtapes, like, why? Batman? Some would argue Batman is boring, because he's just a rich guy. He's often boring. See? I kind of knew where that was going. I personally like Batman. I think Batman's pretty cool. Especially, so, I know I bring this up a lot, but it's endlessly amusing to me. The very first comic book that Batman, like the Batman Detective comics, he literally just ran around in a bat suit. He was a regular police officer. He was a regular police officer who ran around with a gun and shot people. In a bat suit. That's it. What happened with your sense of humor? See, I only laugh at funny jokes. That's the problem. So I think what I didn't follow the instructions exactly, and I should have... You're a funny joke. No, you're not a joke. You're lovely. Give me your best joke. I'm not a comedian. Anyone here can tell you I'm not funny. I'm not fucking funny. Someone else tell a joke. That's a surefire way to get someone to not be funny. Oh, if you're so funny then, tell a joke! Why am I making a bulge? I'm just making a merkin, man. It does kind of looks questionable. Just found that out. No, just your taste in underwear. I got dragon blood. What you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood. What you wanna do? So I think it said chain 5, but I think I only actually chained 4. So if you are ever altering a pattern, and you know that you have to do the same thing later in the pattern, write down what you did, or just keep going until you've done the part. Why so serious? Because I don't want a pencil in the eye, that's why. God, that scene. So good. 1. Come here. 2. 3. It's possible I just did 3. I don't actually remember what I did, which is the problem. Gonna be a cute little fishy? I think so. How you doing, babe? Yeah, I think I only did 3, because I thought 5 was too long. Just for a little... Don't mind me just flicking the blah 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 a little bit, you know, like you do. So now I have to, or maybe I chained another one. Yeah, that must be it. I chained 4. And then turned. There's no turning. I'm just gonna go back in here. I hope this is what I did. I don't actually remember. Daenerys Palin. Funny. What is your guys' favorite? For those of you who like Batman, what's your favorite iteration of like comics or movies or whatever? I just think the first detective comic is just so funny. So I would say that's my second favorite, but my serious favorite is The Dark Knight, because it was just so fucking good. Not necessarily Batman himself, but just like the movie was amazing and excellent. Alright, so now what do I do? Is this the same length? I don't think this is the same length. Maybe what I did was chain... Maybe I didn't chain the extra one. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess that's right. Yeah, I think that's right, actually. So, now I have to figure out how the fuck to connect this. And, again, make chain 5. That's just not what I did. And from the second chain from the hook, 4 slip stitch. Yeah, I did something entirely different. But I think I at least did the same thing on both sides. Batfleck? I've never seen that one still. I'm not gonna take it the wrong way. You know why? Because we do have positive vibes. You came in here first thing trying to make a joke about something sexual. It's your first time here. So you probably won't get many places. You won't get very far. I tried to joke around with you, I tried to humor you in a way that made it very clear that if you're real new, you know, I don't appreciate sexual advances, which is how it came off. So like, we are a very positive community, but you have to remember that I am a woman on the internet. I've seen some shit. I have to take everyone at their word when I don't know them. So maybe try to adjust the way that you interact with people, and you will get a positive response, rather than a response that is, I don't know if you're trying to troll, but like first time in a chat and you're trolling, also not very positive, right? I've had people come into my stream and tell me to masturbate on cam, so that's the place I'm coming from. I don't know where you're coming from, you're a stranger to me. So I gotta take you at your word that you're just trying to be a troll and trying to upset people. If that wasn't your intention, then I totally understand. I can see where the disconnect is, but that's why I'm explaining it to you, so that hopefully you can find some place easier. You can have an easier time. Theatira, hello, how you doing? Michael Keaton. Yeah, I haven't seen many movie Batmans. I have not seen many movie Batmanses. Not really my type of stream today, but I want to ask where I can leave positive feedback. I mean, saying things like, oh, yesterday's stream was so good, Well, you're here. You're here, so you can say that here. Yeah, comes in chat first thing are selling used panties and complains they aren't well received, right? Like, what am I supposed to think? Like, if that was their attempt at a joke, like, I can see how they're just trying to be funny, but they're not gonna have a good time. See you later! See ya, RJ. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good one. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you another time, dude. But also, considering that I said, oh, the troll didn't take the hint, and then they proceeded to insult me for not having a sense of humor. Yeah, I'm really warming up to you. I sincerely doubt they were here by the time I started to say something, but, you know, I would like to help them understand why they were not well received. Because, like, you know me, I'm not offended, but, like, when you're new in a chat, you have to remember that the community and the streamer doesn't know you. They don't know your sense of humor, they don't know your personality, and especially with the influx of people coming into random streams and trolling with the purpose of, like, trying to upset people. Like, the streamer in the community, when it's your first time, they have to take you at your face value. And, like, you know, we can get very silly, and we've talked about everything under the sun. We've joked about, you know, the other stream on the other website. I've got this sound effect.
You just see my feet and be like, I gotta just glare.
But, like, I'm not gonna, you know, that's like for you guys who know me. The value of your face is real good, Uncle T. Alright, how do I want to attach this? The famous tier 3 site. Oh yeah.
That's where you get my Instagram.
I accidentally did sexy baby voice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I did not intend to do that. I think I can just chop this off. But yeah, I don't actually have an Instagram. I've had people come in and ask for an Instagram, like, I don't have one. Aww, that sucks. Stupid job getting in the way of you doing fun things. Actually, I want to attach this here. And I'll see if I can get it to go, like, under in that place? This feels very awkward. This feels so strange. I have the problem recently where I don't want to do anything. I've got the opposite problem. You're like, ooh, I want to work on this. And I'm like, I don't want to do shit, man. Just been unmotivated. Like, yesterday, I kind of, like, forced myself to... I was like, do fun things, bitch! Okay. So, like, I read... I was gonna say I read and then watched my book. Okay. Middle-class white kids rapping. I do not like the way this fin is attaching. I bet if I pull it all the way through, it'll look fine. I think that's okay. I just, maybe I can, you know what? I can do it. Positive feedback for yesterday was good analysis again. Seen the game before, but after your stream I had a better understanding of all the things that are happening there. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Very kind of you. I try to, you know, I do my best. Especially when a game is working really hard to, like, deal with the human condition. It's one of my favorite phrases. The human condition. Because it covers so much. But, especially when, like, the characters have a lot of depth in a game, and they're like meant to be realistic characters. You know, I give my decisions the proper weight. Even sometimes when it's silly, it seems a weird sentence to say, like, I take my gaming seriously, but, like, storytelling is important to me. So, you know, I try to do my best in terms of playing the character, like role-playing the character that I'm controlling. And then also trying to make the best decisions and try to understand where the other characters are coming from. Don't remind me, recently diagnosed with the human condition. What did they think you had before? The undead condition? If you guys were gonna be some form of undead, what would you be? I think I'm required to be a lich. I think if I said anything else, Mana would disagree with me. What else is new? Mana disagreeing with me. But, like, of course I like vampires. I grew up with Mana. Or, shit. I did not grow up with Mana. What did I just... What am I saying? I grew up with Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. What? Mouth, please. So, like, I was always like, ooh, vampires, cool. And I was like, ooh, Angel, the cutest. And now I'm older, I'm like, oh, Spike, you cantankerous. You cantankerous boy, you. And also, I like to pretend to be Drew. She was the one that was a little nutty. I like puppies. And then she'd, like, eat a puppy or something. Good speech for the characters, saying that everyone should have a person like that in their life. Oh, yes. I could easily recommend people to go to you for advice. You had certain wisdom, kept perspective when it was around you. Fictional characters were losing their minds. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little frustrating to have that be constant, but I'd like to think that I have fairly decent advice. But yeah, I really do hope that people have someone in their lives that when they see you taking a fucking nosedive, and just, like, continually making bad choices, and trusting people that are trying to hurt you, I would hope that you have somebody who will tell you things you don't want to hear, and sit you down and say, like, hey, I'm worried about you. Don't do it in the way that that character did it. If you were here yesterday, you know what I mean. But, like, express your concerns with your friend. And I hope everyone has that. I hope I have that. Please? I hope I have that at this point. Mana, Buffy, same thing. You agree with me being a lich? Yeah, I figured. So if you're wondering why I'm a lich, me and Mana have hung out a couple of, well, multiple times. But there was one time we were seeing LeVar Burton Reads in, Mana Vampire Slayer. Slay! Yes. And, we were in Boston to see LeVar Burton Reads, and it was, like, kind of chilly, but it wasn't that fucking cold. I was holding an umbrella because it started raining when we went to the venue, and my fingers, like, lost all blood in them whatsoever. They were, like, bone white. Mana, you liar! You a liar! But the feeling that the blood did not get back into my fingers for, like, hours. Alright, my friend, have a good day. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you another time. Thanks for stopping by and chatting for a bit, hanging out with us. It was actually warm out, but it felt cold because she had an aura of cold. But yeah, I touched it. I was like, guys, my fingers are so cold. There's no blood in them whatsoever. And I touched his arm, and he was like, ah, lich fingers. All right, so now we've got the body of our fishy. Cold aura is a cool ability. My mind twin could never be cold. Now we're just, you know, layers on layers on layers, my friends. So now I'm gonna move on to... I think this looks pretty good though. Considering I didn't follow the pattern entirely. I like the little flubbalubs, which I don't know what they're called. Because they're not fins. What would these be called? The uvula. The fish's uvula. Oh, little fishy, I like your uvula. I'm gonna go... Find the 3 central stitches at the back of the fish. Okay. Make 3 single crochet. Okay, so now I don't need this multicolor anymore. I don't think. Because we're gonna add the tail and the fins, and I think those are all the accent color. Like, how do you get that on there? This is always the struggle when you're, like, attach yarn to other yarn. I'm like, how did you do this? Like, do I put it on the hook and then try to, like, hook it in later? Pretzel. Tail looks the same color as the body in the picture. Oh, this is like a lime green. And the picture is more of like a turquoise. Like a bright turquoise. I know my camera doesn't really show colors very well, especially when I have this yellow light on. Like if I hold it up here, can you see better? It's a little different. Meant the tail and the body? Oh. Well, it says to start with the accent color. I see what you mean, because I think they put a fin like right in front of it so it covers the... I don't know why you would put that there. I think I'll move the fin personally so you can actually see, like, why use a different color to attach the tail? I mean, I guess if you're using it as an amigurumi and not... because what I'm planning on doing with this is making it into an ornament, a Christmas ornament. So you'll only see one side of it rather than the whole other side. But yeah, I see what you mean now. But in the pattern, here's the pattern for those of you who haven't seen it. It starts with yellow and then goes to the turquoise. Shh. Oh, you! So funny. Nicole, do you know a good way to attach yarn to other yarn when you aren't, like, joining the yarn? When you're, like, just putting an extraneous piece onto there. I almost feel like making it separately and then sewing it might be even better. Slip stitch. So I would, like, slip stitch 3 and then go on with whatever. Yeah, this says, it just says find the 3 central stitches. Yeah, I'll do it that way. So that I don't have like a weird bulky piece. So yeah, it just says find the central stitches and then make 3 single crochet, catching only the front thread. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, perfect. At least I have the right number, like an even number. I guess it would be an odd number if I have 3 in the middle. Oh, come back here. It's so weird trying to use yarn that's not attached to anything. Whoa. Where'd you go? Whoa, whoa. I should maybe have done this backwards. Oh well. I can attach it anytime. How even the dicks did I do this? There we go. Okay. This does not look even though. Ugh, I think I'm doing this wrong. Thanks, Uncle T. Have a good one, man. I'll see you another time. Maybe if I do it over here, that's what I'm gonna do. It just makes more sense to my brain. I don't think this is what Nicole quite meant, but I think it'll work out. You need to slip. You need the slip knot on the hook already. Alright, yeah, this is definitely not what you meant. I think I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna do it this way. Maybe it'll be a benefit that the fin covers it. Let's do it feels right. This is so much pressure. Okay, so I just pulled the yarn through and then I chained one. Slippy slidey. And then I'm going to single crochet 3 like they wanted me to. Oh, but they only wanted front loop. But why? Like, I'm confused about what they're trying to get me to do. Hey, Chris darling, how you doing? Sorry, I saw Chris and just had to get a little more naked. That's the beauty of crochet. You can't fuck it up that bad, I suppose. I should use stitch markers so that I know where the 3 are. Oops! But I didn't do that. So 1, 2, and then this would be 1, 2, 3, and shit, I lost count already. 1, 2, some. Whatever, it's close enough. And then I'm gonna say it's close enough. Although, it wanted me to do front loop only. I think I'll live without doing that. Like, I don't see the point. Look while I do audio. Joy. Good luck, good luck, good luck. See, that already looks like 3. Does that look like that's in the middle? Kinda does, doesn't it? Who gives a plop? It looks like it's in the middle, I think. It looks like relatively even. What's off camera? Hello, Moby, how you doing? How have you been? Sorry, I don't see how much you're here. I'm always either working or in class, but no fun, so I was like, yeah, no worries. We all understand.
You know, life is a thing that people are doing while they're coming over here.
I'm gonna continue with the pattern and see if this looks okay. And if not, we'll just redo it. Oh, you have to hit center while I was holding off camera. Classic. I can't tell if that's good enough or not. I mean, the little nose is here. Like, it looks fine. I think it might be one off when you look at just the back. I think that looks okay. Yeah, internet though! What are you working on? Right below my camera is a photo of what I'm doing. And here's the pattern if you wanted to look at that as well. Okay. So now what did it want me to do? It wanted me to turn the work. Okay. Make 3 single crochet as before, blah blah. I'm not following the pattern exactly at this point because it's a little unclear. And also, I'm a turd, so you know. Yeah, this needed to be a single crochet, but I think we'll live. I think we'll live. Now actually, before I do anything, because this will make it more sturdy, I'm so glad you got that figured out. There we go. That looks a lot better. Again, this is probably not how they wanted me to do it, because they wanted me to do front loop only, which means, you see how there are little V's? There's a little V, there's a little V, there's a little V. When you're crocheting, front loop only would mean if I'm going across this way, I would go only in this loop rather than, usually you go through both. So you pick up both sides of the little V. So front loop only would just be the ones in the front. And then back loop only would be the only the ones in the back. So they wanted me to only do front loop only, and then when I came back across this way, go through both, but I don't see the point of that. So I'm just doing it my way, and we'll see if it turns out well. I'm just gonna leave this strand hanging there, because we'll hide this string later. Alright, so now that it says... wait, what? Wait, it says make 3 single crochet, catching only the front thread, I think it means yarn, turn the work. Make 3 single crochet at the same stitches as before. Grabbing the remaining... Oh! It's also... So this person... Never give up, trust your instincts. Yeah, my instincts were wrong. I understand what they want me to do now. So this person originally wrote in some language that I can't read, and then translated it to English. So the way they wrote what they wanted me to do was very strange, and I didn't understand, but now I understand. The reason they wanted me to do front loop only is because they basically wanted 2 little rows on either side of the V. So I was meant to do 3 stitches with front loop only, and then do 3 stitches back loop only, so that you have 2 next to each other. Fished all your trash bags of yarn out of storage unit your ex has? want to make arm warmers now because of your crafty streams. That's awesome! Let me know if you need any inspiration patterns because I have saved a ton of them. I've saved a bunch of arm warmers. Okay, Lily's gonna lurk. Hop in if I get excited about whatever we're talking about. Fair enough. Enjoy the lurk. I hope your work goes smoothly. Have a good day otherwise, my dear. Is anybody else crafting along with me? I know sometimes there are people doing creative type things while I'm doing stuff, and I always like to hear about what people are working on. Okay, so now I'm gonna follow the instructions and hope it works out. Or I'm gonna try. Like, the way I attached the yarn is kind of, not great, but it's fine. So now front loop only. You see how I only grabbed, oops, I only grabbed this here. Now I do single crochet. Been crocheting maybe for 8 years, but you still get stumped sometimes. I'll send you some links. Hey MS darling, how are you? Guys, it is our royal crown treasure. Our fucking court national treasure. Maybe I should have pulled up a loop here. You know what? Okay, one more time. So I'm going to chain one so that it has the same height as the other ones. Or as everything else. Okay, so now I'm doing the single crochet.
Just like intercourse.
Just like intercourse. Bear, thank you for that, host. Appreciate it. And then 3. So now I've done the 3 single crochet front loop only, which is what they were trying to tell me to do, and I did not understand that. See, that looks like 4 though. I hope that looks okay when I turn it around. I think it'll be fine though. Is single crochet a euphemism for masturbation? Put the dino blanket patterns in Discord. Thank you! I think I still have it bookmarked. Yep, I do. I totally still have it bookmarked. But I appreciate you putting it there for other people. That is a cute little thing. I want to make a bunch of little, like, velociraptors. So they just love their little curly hands. Oh, right, you were... Yeah, I caught a little bit. I caught when you went, claim, for like a million years. And I was like, oh my god, that's cute. But I wasn't, like, actually... I was testing something. So I didn't pop in, and then I had to figure out what I was doing. T-Rex also has curly hands? Yeah, I think the last time I looked at it, there were only 3 of them released. Having some problems with frame drops. I couldn't manage to solve them. That's unfortunate. Did you have a good time singing, though, anyway? I didn't get to hear any of the singing. No snakes in Ireland, eh? Is that true? Or is this just a silly song? I like this song. Wasn't great singing, but I had fun. That's all that matters. That's what karaoke's all about. And essentially, this is karaoke, you know? Twitch Sings is karaoke. I've been dying to do it for fucking months. La. Bear was wonderful. Don't listen to him. Just like when we tell him he has the most beautiful, soothing speaking voice with just like this gorgeous musical, like lilting quality to it almost. And he's like, no, my voice is like okay. And we're like, shush, Bear. You're beautiful. And we ain't talking about your tutu. Alright, so that's what it wanted to accomplish, and this totally looks like a vagina. Although, you know me, I see vaginas everywhere. Oh my god, so me and Mana, we went to record stores this past Saturday, which I told you about. Yes, please, go water yourself. Go water yourself. No, I did not at all say- Get out. Get out, Mana. Yes, I hope Nicole's wrist is getting better too. Anyway, so we went to record stores and there was this one place, they had like this little like artisty place where people were selling like paintings and plants and like little weird things that they made. And I was looking at this woman's paintings and I really liked them. And then I turned to Mana and I just whisper, vagina. He goes, I thought that too. There was one that totally looked like a vagina and I was like, I'm glad it's not just me with my head in the vagina. Oh god. I tried to make a joke like head in the clouds, but I'm always thinking about vaginas instead of clouds and that went wrong. It went wrong.
I love penis vagina.
It went bad. It went wrong. Oopsies. What was the full quote? P.S. We have a quote system full of all the incriminating shit that I've said previously, and other people. What did I say? Oh, you know me, always with my head in the vagina? Is that what... Like, I don't want to quote it, but I have my quote system set up so that it has to be a mod to enter it. When the best thing you can say about a game is that the horse poop was great, time to move on! Oh, Amaro BB. I missed him. I haven't seen him in a while. That's a great quote. What a fabulous quote. It was legit though. The horse poop was really good. It was totally the best part. Alright. Change color and continue with blue. Okay. Or they want me to continue with... I was using this, not blue. But it wasn't just me with my head in the vagina is the full quote. You are the best. Lam, hello and welcome. Please, if I'm not saying your name right, please correct me. But hi, welcome. How are you doing? Procrastinating hard, it's okay. Aw, I love the little derp emote. I know it's like, you know, kind of selfish because it's mine, but like, hey, if you don't love your own emotes, who's gonna love them for you? You know what's funny about that? The other person with their head in the vagina in this case was Mana. He. I made him sound like he was doing dirty things. Oh, what? I love it. Who loves it? Lom! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the court of the hype. We're doing a dance to welcome you. Sing it fine? Excellent. I also love your chat color. It's gorgeous. Normal, straight-laced, average person. Yup. Totally. It's a perfect description for you. Okay, so I actually need to pull through this color so that it's a nice seamless transition. See, when I already have stuff on the hook, I can change yarns just fine. It's just like attaching a loose yarn to a project that's already going is when you... It's hard, and I don't like doing it. 23 out of 10 chair dancing. Oh, thank you. Bland. No, just your underwear. bland. Anyway, I don't think I need yellow for anything else. No, I don't. Except for the fin, but like it's not attached to here. Okay, so we're just gonna have these kind of dangling wink wonk for a little bit and dance, okay? Actually, phenomenal, not planned. Aw, that's so kind of you. I'm gonna give Mana shit though. That's the kind of relationship we have. We just give each other shit all the time. Houston's kind of bully here. He always accuses me of bully! Even when I haven't done anything. Sometimes literally. Yes, when you're an extra turd, when you're being extra turdish in this community, I threaten people with pooping in their microwave. You don't know what bully is? Bully is just a silly internet way of spelling bully. That way, bully left everyone would just call you bully instead of lady. You know, if we were still the hype gang, I would totally do that. I had a fish that was kind of a bully, and I didn't know what to call him. I had named the other two fish. This was when I was really little. My first time having fish. I had 3 little fish. I don't remember what kind they were. They were just like small. Just small, like fish, regular fish-shaped fish. And I had named the other two. I named them something utterly ridiculous. I don't remember. It's like some made-up word. You know what? I think one of them was Galicia. I want to say Pisha and Galicia were their names. They definitely rhymed and they were something similar to that. Like, just something that I made up. Karina, hello! I have no idea what you just said, but hi! How are you doing today? But yeah, Pisha and Galicia, I think those were their names. And I was like, this third one's kind of a bully, I don't know what to name him. My dad goes, name him Wiener Barrel. So sure enough, I named the fish Wiener Barrel. So I had Pisha, Galicia, and Wiener Barrel. Corpiclani? I don't know what that is. Oh! Sounds like fish in Italian, which is... I'm assuming that's fish, right? Looks like fish. I don't know how to pronounce that in Italian, which is one of many vulgar synonyms for pee. Oh my god, that's perfect. I would have thought that was hilarious. Yeah, my dad's awesome. It's getting warm in here. Ugh. Ow! Fucking sorry about that. Pinched my finger. Not really anything to do with fish. It's spelled like close to Pisces, or like it looks like it would be Latin for fish. It sounds vaguely similar to see, like, I don't know pesca? Pet? Or is that a sh sound? The SC. I don't know how SC works in Italian. What sound does that make? Pesca. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Haha! I was right. Good job, brain. Hey, Wormy, how you doing? Yeah, my dad's awesome. He's a big nerd. He's very funny. No, he does not make dad jokes. He makes actual funny jokes. But yeah, he said, name the fish Wiener Barrel. And I did. So I had Pisha, Galicia, and Wiener Barrel. Oh, it's so funny. With certain vowels, you have to add I between SC and the vowel. Otherwise, it's ska. Interesting. Very cool. Waking up from hibernation. Nice. Alright, so change color. 6 increase. So I think what they mean is I'm gonna chain 1. All these loose strings are getting to me. I'm gonna turn so that I can access the stuff on the other side. And I think they want me to make 2 single crochet in each stitch. So they just said 6 increase, which, you know, that's great if you know how to increase, which I happen to, because I've been crocheting for a long ass time. I can't believe I remembered their names, Pisha and Galicia. Pisha, Galicia, and Wiener Barrel. Wiener Barrel I never forgot. You never forget Wiener Barrel. Scatola has the SK. Interesting. Love this song. Oh, which one was it? This one's called New York Squishy, which is a very funny name. But you said that before that one. Oh, geez. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Queen of Pirates by Miracle of Sound. Miracle of Sound is great. I can't find the name. Here, I'll copy pasta since you are on mobile. But the bot posts the song in chat like that. Well, it's not a bot. Pretzel Rocks, which is an account, posts in chat the song name, and if you ever miss it, you can always do !song, but only while the, you know, it'll only pull up the current song that's playing. You can't see, like, a playlist, because it's essentially a radio. Pretzel Rocks. But yeah, Miracle of Sound has a lot of great songs, usually with a nerdy tint to them, which I appreciate. I got you, BB. My pansexual goddess. You're gorgeous. You're lovely. Yes, those are referring to 2 different aspects of you, not just telling you that your physical self is pretty twice. Okay. So I'm just doing 2 single crochet in each of these, with trying not to pick up any other things. Gotcha, thank you. Sorry, I'm not to no worries. It's a functionality that doesn't get used often, and when you don't see it being used, like, how are you gonna know? Okay. Ugh, get in there. So I pulled up, I have other patterns, because I was like, when I was wondering whether or not I should crochet today, I was like, I'll finish that fish real fast. What am I gonna do when I'm done with the fish? So I pulled up other patterns, so I actually have plans. But the other thing is I'm limited in what I can make if I want to have specific colors. And also, for amigurumi, you don't want, like, super bulky yarn or, like, bumpy yarn, and I just have a lot of, like, weird shit when it comes to yarn. Okay. So when I finish this, this should be... this should come up to 12 single crochet. I gotta count it, though. Wax poetically to me in a New York accent. I don't... Excuse me, but I don't have a New York accent, okay? Although when I try to do my Marissa Tomei and my cousin Vinny... Heads! You're gonna kill an innocent little doe-eyed little deer. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how to not accidentally roll over your headphone cord. Oof. You know what you could do? You could get one of those little, like, sticky hooks that are, you know, you can just get them at anywhere, really. And just, like, stick it to either the underside or the edge of your desk and have it in a coil. What I do is I toss my cord over my computer tower, which kind of sticks out from under the side table that I use. Interesting and deep Connecticut accent. Oh yes, I'm so jealous. Sometimes it's kind of fun to pretend you got like a Long Island accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. So I need to make another stitch in here, and then I can slip stitch, and that'll be 12. Perfect. I think most places have an accent that, like, people from there would have. Well, some people anyhow. Because I most certainly don't have a New York accent. My accent is generic American. And no one who doesn't already know where I'm from would be able to guess. I doubt anyone would be able to guess based on my voice alone. Okay. The only thing that's worrisome to me is that the back looks nicer. You see how, like, nicely that looks attached? I'm hoping that's just because I have a bunch of strings hanging out of the front. I'm hoping I can make it nice. But I guess the fin kind of covers it anyway, so it's not a big deal. Slowly getting there with recognizing so many accents. Arizona? I'm from Manhattan. I threw a name of a state I think I know. Cute. I like it. I have people hanging off the side of my table. Hope that does something. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I'm originally from Manhattan. I lived there, out of my 29 years, I lived there for 20 of them. 17 years, and then I went to college. So I lived in Wisconsin for 5 years. Then I came back, lived in Manhattan again for 3 years, and then because of money was forced to move out. Manhattan is a borough of New York City, yes. So New York City is Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island. Sure. Everyone kind of shits on Staten Island because no one ever wants to go there. So yeah, those are the 5 boroughs of New York City. But everyone who lives in any of those 5 boroughs, when they say, I'm going to the city, they mean they're going into Manhattan, if they're not already in there. So usually people that are from there refer to the city as Manhattan. And I just specify Manhattan because that's where I grew up and where I lived. You did a good remember. Did you a learning? We like learning here. Accent is fairly negligible despite living in Texas for 30 years. That's true. It's very true. Okay, now what? Let me just count and make sure that this is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Alright, chain... Oh. I was supposed to do that with green as well. Whoops. I already cut it, though. I'm gonna say that doesn't matter because the fin is gonna cover most of it anyway. And also the other stripes were smaller. Because, yeah, I chopped this off. And I'm not gonna have enough yarn to make it go for a whole 12 stitches. My bad. Yeah, the way this is written, between that and me, like, talking to chat and then looking, So do 12 again and then do the thing. Alright, well, sorry little fishy, you're, not gonna be quite as multicolored as I intended, but I still think you'll be pretty cute. I forget what you do for the eye, though. Accent comes out when I get around to other people with accents. My uncles are a bunch of country folk. Cute. Yeah, my mimicry, I just, I pick up other inflections and, like, speech patterns. Like, for a while when I was hanging out with a bunch of British people all the time, I would start saying, I've not, blah, 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 rather than, I haven't. Or I've never. I've not, blah, blah, blah. And, when I'm hanging out with Chef and Fade, oh my guy, I start talking with just like a little bit of, you know, just like my words change very slightly. Like I'm not doing a southern accent. Mirror neurons? Is there a word for that? Is that the word for that? I never heard of that. But yeah, you'll... Like, even when the other day when I told Chef, I said, "You got a big twang there, brother." Like, that's very much, like, southern tinted, we'll say. But I'll start, there's like a specific, I guess, harshness to certain sounds that I say that aren't there when I'm speaking with entirely my own voice. So now that Sundry has nothing to do with anything dried by the sun, and I don't know what to do. Well, it could be. So sundry is a word that means various. Many varied things. Oh yeah? Oh, it's just Discord. I just go into a real bad McCree voice whenever I try. See, like, that's not me. I'm not, like, trying to sound like Fade or like Chef when I do it. It just happens that way. Like that, it's high noon. You ain't gonna do an accent when you're here? I say quite a lot. Instead of very, because I watch a lot of Canadian YouTubers, yeah. I've noticed, like, when I read books, if I've just been reading something that has a very specific, like, style, I will find myself talking in phrases and typing in phrases specifically that sound a lot like the writing style that I was just reading. So, like, if I've just finished a book and I'm typing a review, oftentimes the review will sound in tone a lot more similar to the book. It's real bad because I can't do American voices. Where are you from? Start mimicking the antics of new groups so that we assimilate more easily. It's to keep us safe so that when we're alone we can form social groups and be safe and find other people we can integrate with. Very cool. Old primal thing humans do from when we were ape-like. Darling? Yeah, totally not on purpose, but I adapt speech patterns and phrases a lot. And mannerisms, like, I kept pointing a lot in a very specific way when I was playing Life is Strange. And it's because, you know, I've been hanging out with Hiko a lot and watching his streams, and he does this, I call it like the Sean pointing. He has a lot of mannerisms that he's picked up from Sean Plott. And because I've been trying to think of a way to, like, type out how to describe it, I find myself mimicking it, like, on purpose. It was started on purpose.
I love it!
Rinfolds, welcome to the court of the hype. We're gonna do a dance to welcome you on in here. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, so I was mimicking it at first so that I could try to find a way to describe, like, because there's a specific, like, facial expression and a specific type of pointing that Hiko got directly from Sean, but unless you watch Sean a lot, you're probably not going to pick up on it. So I was, like, initially mimicking it, you know, by myself, just trying to find a way to describe it, and then I found myself, like, almost doing it on stream. So if you ever see me, like, doing a very specific expression or gesture and then I start laughing suddenly, It's probably because I caught myself doing it and then got embarrassed that I was mimicking. Who's Sean? Sean, the second version is the way to spell it. Sean Plott, also known as Day 9. Oh, you're from England. When I watch a TV show a lot, I think I copy the phrasing of my favorite characters in the show. Yeah, yeah. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. May I integrate with you all? Sound like a robot. So what's the next thing? Now it wants me to do an increase. Okay. Come here. So single crochet and then an increase and then... which is 2 single crochet and 1 stitch.
Hey.
One. And 2. He's real good at hugs. Such a lovely dude. Missed everything you said about the thing I wrote because a coworker started asking me a bunch of questions, so we'll just part again later. Oh, it's okay. I think we just started making jokes about it. And, saying that's really interesting. Oh yeah, the thing about Hiko. Yeah. But it's this one. I'm gonna see if I can replicate it. Because it's very specifically, like, looking away from the direction you're pointing. But I should point with my right hand because it's pointing like this. Like, boom, boom, boom. With that sort of expression, like... like sort of an bemused... Gave your classmate a hug! It was so interesting! Tell me more! I have heard of a Nick Plop. But yeah, it's like, sort of like bemused, like, I found the culprit kind of a thing. Like, say he was trying to figure out tech issues, and then he figured out, is like, it's pointing like this, and then that bemused, like, expression on the face. That's a Sean Plott original that Hiko totally does on occasion. I've been trying to catch him doing it so that I can clip it and show it to him, because he's watched Sean for basically as long as Sean's been streaming. So I'm not surprised he picked up mannerisms. But, like, he's unaware of himself doing it. So I totally want to point it out and make him self-conscious. No, I'm kidding. But because I was working on mimicking it so that I could describe it better, I've been catching myself doing something similar. Expression seems like nagging sarcastically? I guess it's context that I don't have a specific example. But, like, I think an example of Sean doing it is, an example of Sean doing it is, like, if he's trying to figure out tech issues, and then he figured out what it was, and he's gonna tell us what it is, he's like this. I can't quite do the, expression exactly. I'd have to see it to replicate it better. But it's never, like, directed at a person. Hey, Claim, how you doing? I know that was not as exciting of a hello as a certain other person, it's Bear, gave you this morning, which I quite enjoyed. Drove him back to his dorm because he's really sensitive to heat. Introduced me to his bird Mabel, and now our little group is gonna have a TV show day. Aw, it sounds lovely. I'm just gonna leave, and he went for it, and I reciprocated it, and I was very sweaty. Aw, he's quite nice. I hope we can be good friends. You're adorable. I'm so glad that you had a pleasant hug experience. Does that every time he sees me, it's amazing? Yo. Kudos to Bear. Oh, he went to take Lupin for a walk. Totally. I saw that in my brain. I kind of love talking about people when they're not here in like super flattering and innocuous ways. I don't know why. Like that's a weird thing to like. I also like to talk flatteringly about people to their face. Yeah, the sustain on that, I was like, damn, he's gone a real long time doing that. Alright, I think the tail's almost done. I think the tail just kind of sits open like that.
Maybe I'll finish your tail.
One. Alright, I gotta make sure I have the right number of stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need 2 more. So I'll do 1 here, and then slip stitch in over here, I believe. Did I count that as a stitch? I don't think I counted that. So I'm gonna count again, because that might actually be the chain that I made. Hang on. And I'll catch up on what you guys are saying. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, no, I did it right. Haha! When you accidentally do it a good job. Do it a good job? Okay. 4 different streams today? That's impressive. Direct and honest about people to a fault. I don't know if it's me being older or what. I think I'm fairly direct. Unless it's a subject that needs to be broached carefully. But I'm pretty blunt about a lot of things. And you're getting different clips of different streamers just yelling my name and greeting. Aw, that's cute! I like it when I figure something out about someone when they think they're being subtle. Or when they think they're not being subtle at all. Totally not talking about myself. And they aren't, but when they're like blatantly broadcasting and no one gets it, I'm like, I saw that. I see you. Ooh, yeah. Hope it's nothing long, see you in a bit. Just deadpan jokes, they don't even react when they say them, but meanwhile I'm dying. If you can get a good deadpan, that can be so funny. It's not my forte. Not something I'm very good at. Okay. So that's 18. It says, don't fill with stuffing. Fold out auld, join sides with single crochet. Excuse me? I think it just means connect the sides, but that's a very perplexing way to say that. I'm gonna chain 1 and then single crochet across. Oh. I think to do deadpan well, like, I'm not clever enough. Because, like, by the time I think of something that makes me laugh, I'm too busy laughing at it to, like, think to do deadpan. Like, that's just not my style. My style is, I'm gonna laugh at this, and if you laugh with me, that's great. And if not, then I'll just laugh over here by myself, because I think it's funny. But, like, I'm not a terribly clever individual. Like, you're not gonna find me saying stuff that's super witty. You know what I mean? Like, I come up with weird scenarios that are just bizarre. and laugh about them. Like, oh, what if when you said this, it actually meant this, and like... Okay, how am I going to attach this in a way that looks appealing? Either way, this has to get chopped off. So not cool enough to not laugh at my own jokes. It's like, if I'm thinking about it beforehand, I could probably school my expression, but like spur of the moment, not so much. It's just not a thing that I do, although I do find deadpan to be very funny. One of my favorite things is like riffing off of, like, I find a lot of humor in like, oh, it's especially bad like when me and Ori are hanging out together, because like his brain is a weird place. He comes up with like these really bizarre scenarios, and then like I just add on to it. I love doing like a riffing sort of thing with people, where it's like, oh, can you imagine if this bizarre situation, and someone's like, oh yeah, and this would be like this, and that would be like that, and just like everyone's adding in their own like bizarre interpretation of this weird thing. Like, that to me is just endlessly funny. So right now I'm just tucking in the edges, and then we have to make a fin and make eyes. The beauty of amigurumi is that this doesn't have to be super secure, so I can literally just keep it like that. I just want to make sure the edges look nice. So this is going to be the front of the fish, and I think that looks just fine along the edge there. So yeah, I'm just going to chop it off. That yarn is gorgeous. Oh, thank you very much. It's a discontinued color, unfortunately. It's called Beachcomber. It's from Knit Picks, though. They have some similar variegated ones. Yeah, this one's Beachcomber. Style number 27327. I also have a bluey purpley one from them. It's pretty nice. Also, hello, not Alpha. Welcome to the nonsense. So yeah, they've got this one too, which I find beautiful. Twilight Multi, that's what this one is. And yeah, my lighting is not the best for showing true to color stuff, but I do very much like this yarn. It's got a nice coral, a nice blue, and like an ivory. I'm a fan. I'm also a fan of Knit Picks. Their customer service is just amazing, so if I can, I always get yarn from them. They're also pretty affordable. Hashtag not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by them, I just really like them. See, we got a little fishy tail. Fishy fish, fishy fish. Hello, darling Sins. How are you? Look off people much easier than being funny myself. Oh yeah, I'm not. I always say, like, I'm not funny. When someone calls me funny, that's like the hugest compliment. I don't agree with them, but I don't agree. But thank you for thinking so, you know? When I try to deadpan things, people just take me seriously. I'm like, no, it's a joke! Yeah, I don't know how to strike a balance between, like, people, how do they do that? When people know they're joking, but I also kind of find that funny. When you know that someone's out there taking somebody seriously. Alright, how do I want to do this? Trying to secure these little tail yarns. I think I'll come over here and then go Swoop-a-doop in there, and then I'll just poke it through the bottom. Pink pajamas, penguins on the bottom. I told you guys about that. There's a, those are totally the legit lyrics to, Circle of Life. Yeah, sometimes Fred, I can't tell when he's joking, and I have to ask him. Not terribly often, but sometimes I'm like, are you joking, or are you... Or like, he'll see my expression and me like trying to work out if he's being serious or not. He's like, it was a joke. I'm like, oh, okay, funny, huh. Didn't get anything on fire, but I did get an apple. Ooh, what kind of an apple? I love apples. I like fruit in general. It's just yummy, and I want more fruits in my life. Wink wonk. More fruits, more vegetables. I eat relatively small meals throughout the day, though. So it's a little bit more difficult to get, like, to add in a side of XYZ. Like, I have an English muffin for breakfast. What am I gonna... Like, that's enough. I should get something like grapes, so I can just, like, have handfuls of grapes with everything I eat. But, you know, I want other things. I just, like, I don't take a long time to eat my food. Loving the spring flowers and not spring allergies. Ooh, gotcha. I still ask my partner, and then they'll deadpan, yes, I'm totally serious. And I'm just more confused, oh no! Sour grains, Granny Smith? I like Granny Smith. You know what's really good with Granny Smith apples? Peanut butter. Alright, let's do the other green one. For no reason other than I want to do the other green one first. Yeah, it's hard when, like, we were kind of talking about that earlier when that troll question mark, or maybe just that person, like, came in earlier, where, like, if you, like, Twitter, anyone can see your posts, so you have to realize that not everybody knows you. Like, there are people like that in the world, so, like, they have to take you at face value, because they don't know who you are, or what your personality is like. So it's not entirely unreasonable that a stranger would not understand that you're joking, because they don't know you. Alright. So far, so good. Get in there! Get in there! It really doesn't matter where I poke this out. It doesn't even really have to poke out, it's just, easier to make sure that it's nice and secure. This is looking pretty good. We just have one more strand to poke in. I do like the little attachment side better on, like, the wrong side. You see, like, this looks messy, but this looks nice. I guess this looks fine. I'm being picky. Granny Smith, yeah, Granny Smiths are good. I, this past fall went apple picking with my grandparents, which is something that we've done a lot in my life. And got a whole bunch of apples. I took a bunch home with me too. We got little baby pumpkins, and I've actually painted a couple of them on stream. Oh, this was someone who was like one of your followers. I see. Well, Twitter followers are weird though, because it's not necessarily someone who knows you. They may have seen something that you said that they liked and just followed you. That doesn't mean that they know you, or that they looked at anything else that you did. But that is a little more weird. I don't know what pose law is. Stripey anglefish is so cute. Thanks, Sins. Alright, so... this one I'm gonna secure through this way. Oops. It's okay. The only oops is that it came off of the needle. Not a big deal. Yeah, I just don't like the way that this is the green looks right there. But if I do that, it looks a little bit better. It's just the way that the green attaches right there, but I think bringing this out, it looks more even. Alright, I'm being super nitpicky. No one's gonna look at that. When your imitation of some extreme becomes indistinguishable from the real thing. Huh. Never heard of that. Ooh. Oh no. Ori! Oh no, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. Does anybody have any tips to get your brain out of control, under control? My God, I can't talk as I stutter just there. Ugh. Just trying to relax and not have a meltdown. I mean, hey, everyone has different things. If I think about the end of the world, or like the Earth itself dying, even though I will definitely not be around for it, because I'll be long dead by then, like, I feel queasy and it's unsettling and it makes me very uncomfortable and upset. And it's totally irrational. Everyone has their own thing that just, like, gets them, you know? It can be a real. Nah. This fish, I'm making this fish, specifically because of one time my grandparents took me to an aquarium. I don't even remember where we were. I think we were on vacation somewhere. And, yeah, this fish is so free. There was this little fish that was, like, swimming really, really fast past the glass. I think it was a big circular tank, which I've now learned is not great for fish. Or maybe it was just a specific kind of fish. Anyway, just like swimming really fast around and around and around. And we like made a little joke about it, so. This is one of our family inside jokes. So we have most of a fishy. Fishy, 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 fishy. I like squishing him. Squishy, squishy, fishy, fishy. Even though I kind of messed up the pattern a little bit, it's fine. So now fins. In the accent color. Okay, they want me to make 2 fins. I might just make the one. We'll see how I feel. And the accent color. Haken album? I don't know Haken. What kind of music? In the middle of 14 round. I think they mean round 14, so I have to count this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So it's the choral one right here. Make in one stitch, chain 3, then 5 double crochet, then chain and turn work. Okay. I think I'll start it there since the tail, the middle of the tail is right there. Even though it's a little bit lower on the fishy body, I think that's okay. How would I do this? I want it to be like there, but how do I put this in a place that makes any sense? About some mermaid child curse and swimming with the fishies in the stream. It's cute. Winged spider chicken boners, yes. It's a good thing to remember. Ah! So what I'm trying to do is get this to go in the middle of this stitch. There we go, I did it. Alright, so they have a picture of this piercing this, and then nothing else. Okay, perfect. And then it wants me to sew eyes. Okay. Yeah, it's not something that I'm really familiar with, Ori. I'm sorry that that's something that you have to deal with. Alright, so we need to chain 3. Oh god. So I'm trying to bring the green through it, and it does not want to go. Come here! Ah, fuck. Alright, I think I have to put my... I think this has to come over here instead. Not a big deal. That was just, like, more centrally located. But this will be a lot easier to pull through. Like so. Coming out really well, you're hiding in the bathroom. Oh no! Any reason, my dear? So that's... I'm gonna count that as 1. And this will be 2. This will be 3. Come here, please. Alright. And now it wants me to... make 5 double crochet. I think it means in the same stitch. Looks like it. Or like close enough to it. Like maybe I can finagle it into here. Maybe I can do it there so I don't mess with the chain. We'll see how it looks, and I might have to undo it. Okay. So there's 1. There's a little bit more space there than I want, I think. So let's undo it, because they didn't specify where to make the stitch. And I was about to single crochet. Ah. Also, I think I only need to chain 2 for a double crochet, but we'll see. I'll just follow the pattern. Taking a break, don't want them to think you're standing around. Gotcha. On your phone, yeah, fair enough. Ori, you don't have to apologize. You know this. Ah! I just don't really know how to help is all, other than just being here. I know you know that I support you and I love you and that we're all here for you. But yeah, I don't want anyone to ever be like, oh, I'm bringing chat down. If it's not something that somebody can deal with, they can either come back later or just, you know, gloss over what you're saying in chat until you're ready to move on. I know everyone has their own limits and... But you know this. You specifically have said this to other people. That you never have to feel bad for talking about something. Or bringing up a topic that is not like sunshine and fucking rainbows. I know you would say the same thing to someone else, so keep that in mind that it applies for you too. You don't like being what person? Like, what is that? What do you feel like that is making you? We're all friends here, and if friends can't be there for each other or talk about real shit, then you're not really friends, are you? No, I didn't mean in a petty way, but sometimes everyone's going through their own shit, and maybe that's not a topic that they can mentally deal with right now. That it will be too disruptive or upsetting for them to deal with at the moment. So I wouldn't blame anybody for ignoring it for their own mental health's sake, you know? Anyway, not Appa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the core of the hype. Thank you for the follow. How many crochets do I have? 1, 2, 3. Alright, 2 more. That's okay, Lam. I mean, you don't always have to say something, but just acknowledge that the other person has said something and that you're there for them. Sometimes that's all that is needed, just to listen. Yeah, that's on them, exactly. That's their fucking problem. Okay. Looks like one more double crochet.
And then we got a little fishy fin.
Come here. Like, oh, I, need support, and I would like to have a real conversation about something important. Oh, you're annoying me. Fuck you, then. I don't like the way that looks. It's all, like, loose and shit. I'm trying to get that to not look that way, but it's hard when I'm trying to pull around a bunch of other pieces, so it's like already tugging loose through no fault of my own. Come back, okay. That looks better. Much better. Much better. That's nice and tight. Nice and tight. And we got a little fishy fin. So we can't talk about stuff with you, then we can politely say, hey, I don't really feel comfortable, or can I get back to you when I think of something to say? Yeah. Or like, I'm sorry, I don't have the mental energy right now. Can we talk later? You know, communication. Like I always say, talk to the human. But if they're just getting annoyed for no reason, which is basically no reason, that's fucking stupid. Completely agree, 100%. Alright, so what did they want me to do now?
Fishy.
I think I am only going to do the one fin, because again, this is supposed to be an ornament, so you'll only see one side of it anyway. I might do another fin, like, later off stream, but I kind of just want to finish this little fishy, and then we can start another thing. Aww. Thank you so much, Lom. That means a lot, especially as somebody new, to recognize that we're all looking out for each other here. But yeah, like that. This specific concept is not something that like I've never thought of things this way, so I don't have anything to like help. Yeah, right? They're both such lovely people. I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted. It's fine. Just like intercourse. I got distracted. It's fine. Just like intercourse. Thanks for the host for me. Appreciate it. Anyway, I think the main point is that, you know, even though we might not know exactly what to say, we're still here for you. This is your community as much as it is anybody else's. So you don't ever have to worry about like, you're not an intrusion in your own house, you know what I mean? They wanted 6 single crochet and there wasn't really a stitch there to crochet into. But I fixed it anyhow. Managed. Yeah, I don't think that that's an unreasonable thing to be upset or unsettled by. It's a big issue in this country. Yeah, it's okay to not be okay with it. Chris is a lot better with words than me today. I can't even get the right noun out. the thread. Alright, I'm on it. Alright guys, we're almost done with this little fishy boy, and then I'll go on a break and we'll start another amigurumi. For those of you curious, this is what we made last time. Made a little mushroom. I still have to add spots. But I was gonna do that with felt, and I don't have any felt. But these are both supposed to be Christmas ornaments for my families. Yeah, that can definitely make it even more overwhelming. But you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. Life is a big blob of confusion. And the hope is that we all gain understanding by talking about it with each other, you know? And sometimes it's just comforting to know that nobody knows, you know? I'm saying you know a lot. Oh, God. My mouth is really ineloquent today. Nobody's kind of got it figured out yet, in the wise words of Alanis Morissette. I love her. Fred, when we were coming back from dinner, asked if I had ever seen Dogma, and I said, is that the one with Alanis Morissette? He's like, that's the character that you pick out of all of the characters in that movie? I was like, yeah. Clearly. But it's kinda gotta figure it out just yet. Cause I got one hand in my pocket. Back what I miss. Oh, guy. Oh, my guy. Just getting a little deep, Mana. But yeah, he made fun of me for picking out Alanis Morissette as the character that I remember from Dogma. And I was like, thanks, babe. I guess this doesn't really cover back here very much. Well, oh well. You have quack and salsa? You're eating duck sounds? Yes indeed, Rin. Yes. I'm better with words today. And I almost said, yeah, I'm good with my mouth. And now I'm mortified at myself. No, no, no. That's the perfect thing to say in this chat. You know what I said earlier? Do you know what, were you here earlier when I said, which one was it? That's what I said earlier. Guess who has a good ear now? Yeah! Kit, how exciting is it? Are you gonna like sit and listen to music and sounds? Like, I would be so hyped. I'd be like, what can I do that has a fuck ton of sounds for me? That was my head. It was both of our heads though. That's the point. Wink wonk. Here we go. We've almost completed this little fishy. He just needs to have these strings cut. And then he needs an eyeball. And then we've got our little fishy. I like this little fin. I think it's pretty cute. I think this is a good fishy. World is noisy. Didn't realize how many things I didn't hear. Yeah, I bet. You never hear how much the floor creaks when you walk on it? Oh, this is so fascinating to me. It's like just a whole new experience. I would love to like hear all of, well, to have you tell us about all the things that you're now hearing that you previously didn't. You turned elected down. What did she offer? Oh my god. Yeah, that's true, Wormy. Oh god, what was I listening to? I was listening to Silverchair's Young Modern, which I posted in the Discord. I did it! I did the face! Hi, bae! Hi, waifu! How are you doing, my love? But I was listening to it on a CD, and I took one headphone off so that I could hear when they called my name. I was getting a chai latte. And like half of the music was just gone. And I never quite realized like which was in which ear. And it was like, oh, there's just a bass line. Like, it's fucking weird. I can hear music and the sounds outside the car at the same time, like tires on pavement. I could never hear the tires on pavement. That's so fascinating. You didn't mail a CD? That's okay, I still haven't mailed your friendship bracelet. I'm gonna mail it tomorrow. I'm gonna mail it tomorrow, promise. I just haven't had time. What a cute little fin, thank you! For those of you who don't know my waifu, she's lovely and gorgeous and amazing. And she made the hexagal that sits over my shoulder. Here she is. Sorry, I'm like bouncing everything. My little hexagal with her little kick-a-feet. There's even, I forget whether it was a screenshot or a clip, but I usually don't have this sweater over here, and I like got up to do something, and so it was a chair stream, and she was just like peeking right through here. It was real cute. They were like, who's that little face? I was like, oh, my hexagal. Like the ultimate creeper. Oh, but she's so cute when she does it that you can't be mad. Yeah, no worries, Ori. Right. Wants us to sew eyes. So I need to find my black yarn. Or do I have some? I do have some scrap. Yeah. Do I have any smaller scraps? Because I'm not gonna need... Aha! Look at this. Who would save this amount? The answer is me, but I'm actually using it, so can I be really that upset about it? I thought to myself, I'm never going to use this. But here I am. She first put it in, the first thing I noticed, I could hear people talking, shuffling around, moving stuff outside the office. Asked me how it is, and I was like, they're making a lot of noise out there. Oh, this is so fascinating. I think this will be good. So many tiny bundles of yarn. Yeah, this is my scrap yarn. Some pieces are bigger than others, like I've got little actual balls, but then some of them are like this. This is not when am I gonna use that? You have silly scraps like that I use as filling. That's so smart. That is so smart. Someone else said that before, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I just happen to have some stuffing left over from this Star Wars crochet kit. Came with the little, I think that's actually, it's just called Star Wars crochet. But they gave me like white and black and brown and Yoda green. I know you can't tell that it's Yoda green, just trust me. And then a bunch of polyfill. But I don't know if there's enough yarn to make more of them. But yeah, enough for a stormtrooper and enough for a Yoda. If you use a cat wire brush to brush out the yarn, it gets a lot of floof. Ah! All these cool tips and hints. I don't have a cat wire brush though. I'd need a cat. Well, you don't need to have one, but that's my excuse. If I have this brush, I have to have a cat. Alright, between rounds 3 and 4. Alright, sure. You have to charge your ear. That's cute. You're cutie. Okay. So this was round 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. So like here somewhere? Does this look like a good spot for his little eyeball? Sure, why not? I just have to try and make him not look dead. No X's. He's looking real cute though, this little guy. You can connect to your phone and take calls with it? That's so cool! I bet that's gonna be super useful. Alright, that actually looks pretty good. The yarn's thick enough that I think if I just chop both ends and then tuck it in, I think that's big enough, right? I'm trying to picture it without the... without the extra shit. I think that looks good. I think maybe I want, okay, well I already fucked up this side. I want like one more to make it look a little bit more round. Get in there. But I will just chop this. You can make wigs from yarn by brushing out yarn and making wefts. Using flat iron makes it much more like believable hair. That's fascinating. That is so cool. Thanks, waifu. I kind of want to try it. I feel like that would take a lot of yarn, though. More posable than other kinds of wigs. Yeah. Hear the fridge and the fan in your computer, which sounds very whooshy. It is very weird at the moment. Oh my god. We're learning about all the things Kit can hear now. Sins. And I'm just fascinated. Welcome back, Bear. How was your walk? A lot of things seem loud. Yeah, it's gonna be an adjustment. Like, I imagine there's a lot of noises that my brain just filters out that I'm not even, like, aware of unless I'm trying to focus on them. Like, when I was in Manhattan, you know, a while back. I'm actually just gonna scoot this under here. Because I want to have this go top to bottom, but I don't, there's like this pink in the middle here. I don't want it coming out from where I had it, so I'll have this come this way instead. And then poke under. Oof. Maybe that's round enough anyhow. It's looking more round now that I've kind of left it alone, huh? Like, I was worried that the top and the bottom looked too square. But I think his eye is fine now, so I'm just gonna stick the yarn through because I think he looks good. There we go. I think that looks fine. What a fine little fishy we made. Oh yeah, so I was walking in Manhattan, and like, my brain was totally unaware of people talking, cars driving by, like just any of the sounds that were just city sounds. And it was only when, like, someone was unloading something from a truck and they, like, slammed the metal back of the truck down onto the street, like, right as I was passing. It was super fucking loud. I was like, holy shit, that was loud. And then I realized, like, there's still a lot of noise happening, but to me it was, like, dead silent. Because my brain has just filtered it out because I've been a New Yorker for so long.
Yay, fishy!
I think our little fishy is very cute. I know you can't really see the colors very well. Okay. I'll take a picture of him. But now we have our little fishy ornament.
Fishy, fishy, fish. Fishy, fishy, fish.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you have glasses and once you get used to them, your brain filters out like the edges of your glasses unless you're paying attention to them. Tune out console and PC fans very quickly. Ooh. That must get super annoying. To like hear and be aware of everything all the time. Console fans. If I'm in a quiet room and there's just like a console fan going, I'm like, can you shut the fuck up? Because consoles are a little louder than computers. I like our fishy. Fishy fish. I'm gonna show him to you. See here, this is true to color up here.
A little fishy. Swimming, 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 fishy.
Oh, he's cute. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a very brief break so that I can get some more water and use the bathroom and stretch a little bit. When I come back, we will start a new amigurumi. I think we are either going to make a dumpling cat, which is just like a little fat kitty, or we're going to make a little fat dino. One of the two. Maybe the dino, because I think it's a little smaller than the cat. And I'm trying to use up scrap yarn. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. Straw poll in the chat. Yeah, probably when I get back. I'll link the patterns. So for the dumpling kitty, I need 50 to 60 yards. So that's like a decent amount. We'll see. I have to see what yarn I have. But here's the dumpling kitty. And the other one I was looking at was this tiny, tiny little, she calls it a wee Rex. This is made by the same person. Hey, Idol! Oh, I love all the kitties you have. Anyway, I'm going on a very quick break. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Enjoy the music. And thanks for hanging out with me, guys.